Welcome crew, we got another JDM EXPO inventory video, and this time for you Honda fans, you're gonna love this. If you're not a Honda fan, you might still like it. We got a DC2 Integra Type R. Yeah, I did some of the checks earlier, aired up the tires because it's a little chilly today. Not bad, mild, you know, that little in-between spring weather. Well, just some quick things about this. Yeah, it's a genuine Integra Type R. I'll show you guys the numbers later, engine bay and all that, but nothing crazy in the way of mods. Just a couple of electronics here and there, an intake and exhaust, and you know, nothing crazy otherwise. I mean, we got Kenwood audio deck here, Panasonic Navi system, so you can see I'm just cruising along here. I do have a Defi water temperature gauge and an oil pressure gauge over here, so you can make sure that all those are good, especially since we got VTEC. It's good to watch that oil pressure, especially once you get into those higher RPMs. Transmission, no issue here. Been able to go forward, reverse, all gears, no issues there. We got the genuine original shift knob there, so it's like a billet aluminum with, it's really polished and shiny. I got ETC card reader for you guys here in Japan. We got this OEM steering wheel showing some wear, but hey, you know what, it's still original. Dash is looking pretty good. They don't have any holes drilled in it, no cracks. They did use adhesive for the gauges, except for the oil pressure gauge, which I'll show you guys later. It's on the pillar. That's actually drilled into the plastic. But for the rest of the interior, I mean, no sag in the headliner. We got the original like carbon fiber look components around here and there. And I mean, it's just all around real nice. You know, definitely pretty cool. Seats, original Recaros, as far as I understand, both passenger and driver's side seats, sorry. And yeah, you guys can't see it in that one because I lowered it so you guys can see it, so it's not blocking your vision while I cruise around. But yeah, just for the most part, all this stuff is really original. Exterior is reasonable conditions. Got some minor scuffs here and there, and couple of dings, but not damage to the paint on the driver's side, so it's like a shopping cart bumped it or something, you know. But overall, pretty original. I mean, we got 123,000 kilometers on the clock, almost 124, which is really low. It's something that I would have never seen in the States. I think for a lot of you other mainlander guys on the continents there, you'll probably see much higher mileage than this. So don't be surprised. Yeah, a lot of the ones out here are between 100 and 200,000 kilometers, which is, I mean, especially for the age of these vehicles, very low. Especially, you guys know how long Honda engines can actually last. Honda and Toyota, they'll go for a long time. It wasn't uncommon even 10 years ago, 15 years ago, seeing 200,000 and 300,000 kilometer or mile. So that's even more in kilometers that I would see in the States. But yeah, I mean, this thing's in really great shape. Actually got a new radiator in there, is what it looks like. I'm not sure if the previous owner had replaced it or if that was on the way over here, but it is pretty new compared to all the other stuff. Hoses are a reasonable age, belts seem to be all right, so just overall, really, they kept up on the maintenance, that's for sure. I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, so on the exterior, we got that championship white with the racing whites, you know, all the tires all around and wheels are just, it's all matching, looks good. We got the Integra Type R wing in the back. So exterior, which I'll show you guys shortly, it's looking real good overall. It's original. funny it actually just started raining as soon as I got closer to the next bridge. Well, that's good timing. We're able to open it up a little bit before heading into the rain. I can at least let the VTEC kick in. Yeah, so the engagement and disengagement is pretty good. Once I head into the right RPM range, it was holding real well. So that was really good. Definitely sounds real healthy with that intake that we have on there. Personally, I would ask for individual throttle bodies, but it's not my decision on that one. But still good. Really healthy throughout the entire RPM range, so it's very smooth. What's great though is once you get up to highway speeds, just kind of cruising around, it's really good on the gas. I know these days there's a lot more efficient vehicles out there, but it's not an Integra Type R. So, well, let's fast forward to the warehouse, and I'll show you guys around and show you that just under the hood it's pretty basic, you know, not really heavy on the mods. We do have a voltage controller that the previous owner put on there and a grounding kit, so the electronics are working nice and smooth. So let's just fast forward and I'll show you guys around. Alrighty, well here we are with the interior. As you can see, the original door panels there. A little bit dark, but you can see the carpets are there as well. Little Panasonic Strata Navi system there. And you can see the, well, I'll try to get a better angle. The dash is pretty good shape there. And as you can see, there's adhesive on here as well as there. And you can see some of the original carpeting here. A little bit of wear. And you can see a little bit of wear on the edge there from getting in and out over the years. But these are the original seats. The main part of the mesh and the fabric is pretty very good. Alright, and you can see back here, got a mix of the suede and that mesh fabric there. As you can see, the side panels as well. Got speakers in there. So all around, really good. And mostly original here, which is pretty fabulous. As you can see, there is some wear on the steering wheel, but it is original as well. And we do have cup holders here. So that just pops out right there like that. And of course the cigarette lighter, power source, and ashtray. And Kenwood audio deck, as you can see right there. Sorry, it's having a little trouble focusing because it is a little bit darker in here. But you can see, quite nice for an original Type R interior here. Quick walk around before I pop open the trunk and the engine bay. You see a couple of dings there, but left alone in is original. So you hear some of those trucks passing on by. A couple minor, like right here, you can kind of see in the reflection there, like a shopping cart bump. Maybe a little bit more than a shopping cart bump there. Some minor scuffs. Not too many road chips, which is good. But the original lips, which is pretty cool. They didn't add a body kit or anything. But yeah, let's, well, as you can see, looking pretty good overall in the condition of the clear coat. And the glass is in good shape as well. There we go. See the wing? Alright, yeah, I'll just pop open the trunk and engine bay and let's have a look around. Alrighty, and yeah, hydraulics are in good shape. See, no hands. So it's holding up pretty well. Have the little cover here for the trunk space. Some scuff in the back, so definitely been used. You can access the strut towers there if you want to put a strut bar. It actually does have an additional rear chassis support there, so definitely keeps it more rigid instead of flex, because yeah, this is a very large area for the trunk. And you can see we have the original spare tire there, but yeah, due to the wide area of this, it is good to reduce the flex, so would definitely recommend a strut bar on there. But yeah, rear hatch looking good, plenty of room. Type R badge underneath it, that exhaust. And definitely for any Hondas, I would always recommend suspension mods, or most cars actually. Just you know, especially when you get some miles on it, it's always good to replace the shocks, but I'm always a fan of a much better spring rate and better handling vehicle, so I always recommend that and brakes. But here we are in the engine bay. As you can see, that good old red top Type R motor. And so you can see the green wires all around. The previous owner had a grounding kit on here. Goes to multiple points around the engine bay and on the engine itself. They do have a dampener for torque from the engine, so that helps with the transmission and getting the power down to the ground, and the strut bar. Of course, some numbers for you real quick. So it is a DC2 chassis, as you can already tell just from the walk around. And there we go there. As you can see, we do have that intake, and it does have a cover on it which goes down to the front bumper area, so get you some cooler air into the intake. It does have a header and exhaust system on there, so a little bit smoother flow. It's not loud at all, but it sounds good. And it does have multiple hoses and other things that have been replaced over the years, and as you can see, the radiator though is looking a bit newer. Not sure when it was replaced, so you can check with our sales team if they have that information. Just about 3 years ago they did do some other maintenance on here, so we do have some records of that, which is great. Actually, I think the AC compressor might be a bit newer also compared to the rest, so very cool. And that is working as well, so really good overall. Very nice to see an original motor with just a couple of bolt-ons, nothing crazy with that. Oh, okay, so just about 3 years ago they had the brake fluid changed out as well as the coolant, so that's what these stickers are for. As for the timing belt and some other stuff, you'll have to check with our sales team on that. They should have had that replaced at least once or twice in the lifetime of the engine. But yeah, looking really good. Got that red Honda emblem there. Looking really nice. Well, there you have it, crew. Another fine Honda Integra and another genuine Type R. So definitely glad to have this one. And also it cleared up pretty well, but you saw there's some little sprinkles along the way, just on and off showers today, but it's been actually pretty pleasant, not too cool, so a little bit cooler. But that's how spring is. But well, spring has sprung. We've got more Hondas on the way. So if you're interested in this or any other vehicles, make sure to contact our sales team, info@jdm-expo.com, and they'll be able to help you out with any information about this or the process. Whatever questions you have, just forward that to them. And you can also hit them up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So our sales guys will be able to get back to you within about 24 hours. And we do have the holidays coming up here in Japan. Several national holidays at the first week of March, end of April. So it's also known as Golden Week. So if you guys are having some trouble contacting, well, our guys will be able to get back to you within about 24 to 48 hours during that time. But up until then, they definitely got you covered, and you should be able to hear from us pretty quickly. And we do have some more videos on the way, and yeah, I'm glad that more people are looking into plenty of the Hondas. Hopefully we get some more EGs and DCs, you know, up in here. So definitely we happy to show you guys those in the near future, and hope to see some more crazy modified ones, but definitely it's awesome to see these original and in OEM condition, maybe with a couple of bolt-ons, but nothing crazy done to them, because definitely I've seen plenty of modified ones, but to see them in their original condition is pretty awesome. Well guys, as always, thanks for stopping by. Hope everything's going well wherever you are in the world, and keep the JDM dreams alive, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.